When you're looking to buy a new television, you are likely to see a brand that you may well be unfamiliar with, so TechRadar is here to answer the big question: are Hisense TVs good? First of all, let's have a quick look at what exactly Hisense is. The Chinese company is an ambitious manufacturer, principally of white goods like fridges and washing machines, but also of consumer electronics, with TVs being a major part of the company's business. The best Black Friday deals 2017. Like many Chinese companies, Hisense is state-owned and has made huge waves in recent times with its business growth. In 2015, Hisense licensed the famous Sharp brand, a share of a Mexican TV production line, and started making televisions for the US and South American markets using the Japanese company's brand, something that is called white labeling in the industry. Just this year, Hisense went a step further and bought Toshiba's TV business, as it looked to aggressively compete in the television market. Hisense TV deal: hisense H43 and 5300 43-inch 4K smart TV, now £329. Argos: the lack of HDR keeps the cost satisfyingly low on this 43-inch 4K smart TV. If you've no desire to take advantage of HDR content in gaming or on select streamed content, this is more than enough TV for your money. Hisense H43 and 5700 43-inch LED HDR 4K smart TV, £379. E-buyer: for just a little more you can grab a set featuring HDR. At this price point, the HDR won't have an amazing peak brightness, but it will be better than a conventional SDR set. Hisense H50 and 6800 50-inch 4K smart TV, now £569. John Lewis: Hisense is really making a name for itself right now with some of the best cheap 4K TVs across multiple sizes. This 50-inch TV comes with this sweet 4K picture and smart TV functions, all viewable in glorious HDR. We've reviewed the 55-inch model if you want more details. Hisense H50 and 5300 50-inch 4K smart TV, now £379. Argos: if you're not bothered about HDR, but still want a 50-inch 4K TV deal, then this is the one for you, as it's £150 cheaper than many HDR models. Hisense H55 and 5500 55-inch smart HDR 4K TV, now £519. It's always great to see great 55-inch 4K TVs going under £550, but it's especially rare to find one with a high dynamic range HDR display too for such a low price. Well worth a look. It's just £519 at very.co.uk. Hisense H65 and 5750 65-inch smart HDR 4K TV, now £889. Very similar set to the large Hisense TV deal above, but with a screen stretching all the way to 65 inches. It's quite a jump in price for the extra 5 inches, but this is still way under the cost for most TVs of this size. Time to get the tape measure out at home. Should I buy a Hisense TV? So, after a brief history lesson, a Hisense television deal's worth considering. Annoyingly, the answer depends on a number of factors. Fundamentally, the panels used in these sets are decent. They tend to offer nice sharp images, decent black levels, and good color balance. However, with the sets that support HDR, don't expect them to offer the same peak brightness as more expensive sets from bigger name brands. This means that the images shown on sets don't quite have the same sparkle to them as better HDR sets. Their smart TV OS can also be a little hit and miss across its different models. We liked it when we reviewed the 55 and 6800, where we were impressed by the range of apps on offer, even if the overall interface wasn't as sophisticated as other sets. However, it was a different story when we reviewed the 32M2600, which featured an interface that was sluggish and slow. The app selection was also much less broad. Thankfully, these OS issues can be sidestepped entirely by using a streaming box, a streaming stick such as the Chromecast Ultra, Roku Streaming Stick, or NVIDIA Shield TV. The Hisense TV price range is where it's got a real edge, with the Chinese company firmly focusing its sights on the middle market. That means that its flagship televisions, although good, are not quite at the level of the best TVs in the world, but that they often come in significantly cheaper than their peers. Lower down the range, you are also going to see significant savings. The upshot is that although your television may not be the talk of the neighbors, it's not likely to disappoint, and the money you save can definitely be spent on getting great 4K content. Hisense TV reviews. We've reviewed televisions at either end of the spectrum for Hisense recently, the 55-inch N6800 and the 32-inch Hisense 55 N6800 review. Our review suggested that it was a 4-star product and proved that 4K TVs could be done well on a budget. This television is also available at 60-inch and smaller, H32M2 600 32-inch TV review. Although this didn't quite get our unmitigated approval, this solid 32-inch TV was praised for its detailed, clear image. Just make sure you invest in a streamer or a set-top box. For our top TV picks, our guide to the best TVs is here to help.